Good morning, ladies. Today is Friday, May 22nd. We are on Module 8, Lesson 7. Today, your learning target says, I can interpret equal shapes in composite shapes, equal shares in composite shapes as halves, thirds, and fourths. So that's today. So I actually, here it is, have a shape, and this is a square. I know it's hard to see, I'm sorry, but this is a square. And I am going to use this square today. So right now, this is just a square. Okay, but as you can see, I did fold it. So we can have two parts. So these would be my two parts. What I'm going to do now is cut on that line. And I'm just doing that with a pair of scissors. You don't have to do this at home. Please don't feel like you need to. Because actually what I'm going to do next is I'm going to draw it. But I just wanted to give you both ideas. Maybe one will make more sense than the other. So I had my square. These fit together. I cut them and now I have two triangles. Okay? So with these, you could make a square. You have two triangles. You could make a triangle, a really big triangle. You could put these together. There's different things that you can make. I'm just playing around right now, okay? So we have two parts. This is one part, this is the other, two parts. Or we could call them halves. I took this square and I cut it in half, and now I have two halves. Okay? However, they're equal. Remember that, because that part's important. It was a square. I split it in half to have two halves. They are two equal parts. But if I did this and this, are these two equal parts? I'm so sorry that it's hard to see. So I have a square still and then a triangle. If I put those together, are those equal parts? No, they're not going to be equal, right? This square is bigger than this triangle. Those are not equal parts. However, if I get my triangle back, these are my two equal parts. Okay? So I'm just going to draw that out for you really quick and we can do it together. So I started off with a square. I'm just drawing your best. And then I cut it right here. Oops. Miss Hildebrand needs to use her ruler. Or it's there to help me. Remember, you could use your folder, a piece of paper if you don't have a ruler. Pretty good. Okay. And then I split it in half right here. Okay? So I have two parts or two halves. This is one and this is two, because remember, we split them apart. So this is what we have. This is half. We also write it like this. So that's a half. Then what we're going to do next is we're going to practice splitting other shapes in half. So let's make another shape. I'm just going to use a square again. This ruler's hard because it's really big. for this board. But I'm still trying my best. And then remember, I just erased the extra, no big deal. So now I'm going to try to split it into 3 parts. Now remember, when you're splitting it into 3 parts, they have to be, even when they're splitting into 2 parts, they have to be equal. Always. So 3 parts. You can choose to split it horizontally or vertically. I'm going to try my best to make them equal. And that certainly isn't it. But I just fix it because I know that 3 parts have to be equal, so I have to go back and I have to fix it. Maybe this is better. It looks better. It's better. Okay. I could make this just a little shorter if I needed to. Because we do really want 3 equal parts. That looks a lot better. I'm happy with that. So these parts are equal. So they're split into 3 thirds, which is actually what we're going to start next week. And then for your last one, I'm going to try to squeak it in. Remember that they're equal. We're going to split it up into fourths. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's okay. So maybe you do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be 3 fourths. And it has 3, or I'm sorry, no, not 3. It has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So it's 4 fourths or 4 parts. Equal parts. So we're going to practice that. All you're going to do is just practice making shapes with halves, thirds, and fourths. That's all you're going to do for your practice for today. So your job is to do numbers 1 through 6 as extra practice. Remember, you can always draw more. You're going to just split these up. This is going to be fourths, thirds, halves, thirds, fourths, halves. Okay, so just do that. Try your best. I know we didn't talk about circles and triangles, but we have talked about them in past videos. So just try your best. If you do have access, you can always use a piece of paper. Sometimes that helps to physically fold the paper like we did with our square today. Try that and see how it goes. So see how that goes, and I will see you next week. I hope you have a nice break, or not a little break, but Memorial Day. And remember to keep reading, do your math, and go on to Zern. Bye, ladies.